Hi, it's Martin. I can't call myself a gardener, but I can appreciate beautiful flowers and decor in a garden setting. And every once in a while, I will give my landscape a spruce up and get my hands dirty. Does that count for anything? And that really was the inspiration behind today's DIY project. We are creating a 3-tiered plant stand, which is a great addition to a house or apartment dwelling. Let's get started. Materials needed are 3-step stair stringers, 4x4 posts, 1x4 wood boards, 2x4 wood boards, wood finials, stain of your choice, 1.5 and 4-inch exterior screws, sandpaper, cordless drill and drill bits, and tape measure. If you're placing the plant stand outdoors, which I am, you want to buy wood that's pressure treated. I also bought all the wood pieces to save time, already pre-cut in 4-foot lengths, which means my plant stand is going to be 4 feet wide. However, the 4x4 post did only come in an 8-foot length, so I did have an associate at my local home improvement store cut 2 pieces that are 24 inches wide. Let's begin by making the frame. The stringers normally go in this position with the tread being wider for steps. For this project, I'm flipping it 90 degrees to get more vertical height. I'm using the posts as legs to support the back of the stand. I pre-drill and attach one post to each of the stringers with 4-inch exterior screws. And now to stabilize it and connect the 2 pieces together, let me just separate this a little bit. I'm attaching the 2x4 across the back like this. Remember how I said in the beginning that the wood was pre-cut to 4 feet wide? Houston, there's a problem. You know the old adage, measure twice, cut once? Well, in this case, I didn't do that because I bought all the pieces of wood pre-cut to 4-foot lengths. It turns out that they're not. This back brace is actually longer by an inch, and what's happening is it's throwing off the 1x4s that go on each of the steps because they're coming out too short, as you can see right here. So luckily, it's an easy fix. I just have to remove the brace from this side of the stringer, trim it with my circular saw, and then put it all back together. So now if we do a test fit with the 1x4s, as you can see, it fits perfectly across the steps, and that's what we want. I actually had to trim down one of the 1x4s as well. It was slightly longer, so lesson learned, even though the wood is pre-cut, definitely take all your measurements before, make sure they're all the same, because at the end of the day, what happened? We tried to save time by buying pre-cut wood, but we also had to backtrack, which took up more time, so it's never gonna happen again. I can guarantee you that. With the correct measurements now, I pre-drill once again to prevent the wood from splitting and attach 2 1x4 boards with 1.5-inch screws across the top of each level, which I space apart with a small gap to allow for water drainage. For additional support due to the wide span between the stringers, I used an extra piece of 2x4 I had in my garage as a brace to prevent the boards from flexing. I feel like I'm hiding behind some bleachers at a stadium or something. Before we stain our new plant stand, I want to go ahead and sand down any rough edges. I just don't want there to be any splinters sticking out. It doesn't have to be perfect. A bit rustic is okay as well. I can now stain the plant stand in a beautiful dark walnut. It will finish the piece and also give it an extra layer of protection against the weather. I added a post finial on both ends as a decorative detail. Why not? Once the stain is dry, you can display your beautiful plants and flowers in pots or use planter boxes. By elevating the pots off the floor, the plant stand can also be used as a raised garden for vegetables and herbs. Came out nice, right? A few bumps along the way, but we managed to get back on track. When you group plants this way, especially in small pots, you create one focal point that looks more attractive in an outdoor setting. This DIY plant stand is the perfect size for a patio or even a balcony. So for small space living, I got you. Just remember to talk to your plants and show them some love. Researchers say that it actually helps them grow faster. I'll see you next time.